Good evening everyone, this is KaiFu here. Today we have game 3 in the series for FoWTCG World Championship Grand Prix held in Tokyo. On my left side we have David, who's representing for UK, and on my right side we have Matsuda, aka Matt, which will be same from now, who's representing for Japan. Now both players already have one game in piece, so this is game 3. Who will win it all? Who will be advancing to the next round? Who will have the better hand? Who will be outsmarting players? Who will do better in the long run? Who will have more resources? Let's find out in this game. So at the moment both players are in the amalgam phase at the moment. Now since it's game 3, you actually want to return all the spell cards you have in your hand. The reason why that, yes, spells cards are really good in this game, but however they don't do much until the mid to late game. In the early game you actually want to have full hand or resonators, because resonator in this game is key. Having a lot of resonator on the field create a field presence, able to attack, able to have field presence to block, not leaving it free on the field like what David just did, can get direct attack next turn. So that's my opinion only, but people have their own opinion. So David actually pay one, tap his ruler to produce one, but can't do anything passing to Matt's turn, and Matt pay one to play an elf. And in response, that David actually respond with playing one and using thunder on it, killing the monk. Now I really disagreed with this play because thunder is one of the win conditions that David has in his deck to actually burn full game. Now by wasting on resonator is kind of wasted, because yes, the elf is gone, but however is that elf is a problem at the moment. Maybe later in the future, but however you wouldn't want to waste a thunder on it. You can actually simply run over it, use a simple removal spell, maybe thunder if the long run you actually need to lead it, but don't use it too early, because if you use it too early you have nothing left in the end. Now 7 volts been played by David, can't attack right away, so back to Matt's turn. Matt plays a Rental on the field using Rental skill, getting a magic stone from the top of his deck if it's green. Now let's see what can they do in this situation. Paying 1 to play the Archer. Archer has the ability to tap itself to destroy a addition card on the field. So against David, he has the Bloody Moon, Pale Moon as target, or any other addition that he actually tried to take to put against Matt. So the Archer is a good useful card against him. Attacking directly for 700 attack point, and it does go through, leaving 3,300 life point left for Matt and 4,000 for David. At the moment it's still in the early game, so no direction who's actually in the driving seat at the moment. Field presence does belong to Matt, but however when it comes to damage and field and life point, it goes to David. So let's see what can Matt do. Well, still David's turn. He hasn't tapped his ruler to produce a magic stone, so I'm assuming he's gonna do that unless he doesn't want to do it at all, which I have no reason why. But let's see what he can do. He's thinking about his play, tapping his ruler to produce one magic stone. A lot of options at the moment. He can actually put a free drop down if he wants to, but at the moment he doesn't seem he wants to use it, but let's see what he can do. If I were him, I would actually put a lot of minions on the field, like 1 drop, 2 drops to actually get field board, because at the moment his field board is pretty empty. But he paid 3s to actually play the Garo on the field. Garo attacking directly for 700 point damage using his ability, doing additional 100 point of damage, which leaves 2,500 life point left down to Matt. So already turn 3 for David, already do almost half life point damage to Matt. So Matt's in a sticky situation with life point, but however let's see what plays he can do to actually cover this up. Back to Matt's turn, recover phase. 3 magic stone open, you can actually play a lot of cards like Athena to actually pump the Archer to 700, suicide into one of those cards on the field, 7 dwarfs or the werewolf. Let's see what he can do. Ooh, a very interesting play. J activating on turn 3, targeting the Garo, Garo loses ability and stuff, or playing a Grand Tour to get another Magic Stone to avoid that he didn't play a Magic Stone this turn. Let's see what he can do. At the moment that Werewolf will actually die, Garo will die because due to housing his ability, paying 2 to play another Gretel, which playing a Silver Bullet after on. This play made a really huge impact. Look on the field. There's an Archer, there's 3 Gretel, there's a J-Rule on the field, aka housing, with 5 field present compared to 2, which will be 1 soon due to housing's ability to actually reduce that Werewolf to ashes. And not only that, in the following play, Matt actually has a Athena searched by Silver Bullet can actually be played on the field, pumping up the Archers to 700 attack and 700 defense. And not only that, but also pumping up the J-Rule as well by 400 attack and defense, making it 1,400 attack and 1,400 defense. Field present goes to Matt in the driving seat at the moment with the commanding position with 3 blockers as Gretel. 1 Archer can actually destroy addition or can be used as attack once once Matt plays the Athena, and also a J-Reel on the field can be blocked for 1,000 point attack and damage. Really powerful play for Matt that following turn. Even though his life point is low, as long David can't get through Matt's defense, this doesn't matter in the long run. Let's see what can David do in this situation. He's already behind in Magic Stone, 5 compared to 3. Field presence is difference as well, 1 against 5. The only thing benefiting at the moment is his hand have more cards in his hand than Matt's, and life point as well. But however, even you have more cards in your hand, if you don't use it, it doesn't really matter in the long run. So let's see what can David do. Tapping his role to produce 1 Magic Stone. Paying 2 to play Night Pouncer. Night Pouncer has the ability to gain swiftness and first strike if it's a normal spell being played this turn. 2 against 5 at the moment. Let's see what will happen. Paying 2 more to use Pulling Fire, targeting the player, doing 700 point of damage, leaving 1,800 life point left for Matt. Slowly burning the opponent down. That was Fire deck usually do all the time. Back to Matt's turn. Apparently there was a problem here, so I actually cut it out because we were actually talking for 5 minutes. It was about 7 doors has to attack regardless what happened, so I actually cut it out at this part. So they all fixed it and such and so on, and tapping his ruler to produce 1 Magic Stone, paying 2 to play. Ooh, Laura able to search for any vampire into his deck and add to his hand. I'm assuming it's Camellia, obviously. Yeah, searching for Camellia. Camellia is a 4-drop resonator. What it does is when it comes to play, target a non-vampire resonator on the field and destroy it. It has an additional ability if you control a specific ruler, which is the vampire rule, which Matt doesn't play. Paying 4 to play, let's see. Paying 4 to play Camellia, targeting the Pouncer. Very smart play overall. Reason why is that 7 dwarfs, it has to attack regardless. Meaning Matt can use the housing or the Camellia to block the attack, take 0 damage, and lose a resonator on the field for David's side. By killing the Pouncer has less field presence, less defense, and nothing on the field. Wide open for a whole bunch of direct attack by Matt. So at the moment, even through David has the most life point, he's still in a sticky situation compared to Matt. Even Matt's life point is really low. He has almost nothing on the field. 4 Magic Stone, that's all he has, and a handful of maybe burn spell. If it doesn't burn him down to 0, then the burn spell doesn't matter. Playing Bloody Moon, and in response, chased by Matt using the tapping skill by destroying Bloody Moon. So Bloody Moon will destroy, and we will not allow David to actually use the Bloody Moon ability, banishing it to destroy a Magic Stone on the field, aka special Magic Stone, which is the Dual Stone, which they both players play. dual stone special magic stone is pretty much where 2 stone are compared to 1. Like for example, green and black, red and yellow, blue and blue, red and blue, green and blue, and so on on those lines. So now they're asking for ruling. Let's see what they can do. Even through it's been destroyed, the J activate still goes through. Reason why is that Bloody Moon did not get cancelled. If it was got cancelled, meaning it never played on the field, so meaning Little Red Riding Hood would not trigger. So destroying it doesn't make a difference. So Little Red Riding Hood will get the J activate. 200 defense, 1200 attack, able to burn 800 point of damage when it comes to play, but able to destroy the Bloody Moon anyway. Ooh, yes, able J activate, targeting Chameleon and destroying it, which allow less offensive for Matt to play in his next turn. But does David want to attack with his Little Red Riding Hood? If he does, he will lose it right away. Ooh, sacrificed the Grentor. He did his job, so Grentor did his job, so meaning 7 Dwarf does survive for this turn because Chameleon just died already in the battle. Not in battle, but by a card effect by Little Red Riding Hood. But the question is, will he attack with the Little Red Riding Hood for 1200 attack point? Nope. Putting him back to rule form, passing his turn. Back to Matt's turn at the moment. Going to recovery phase. Now currently, David is on 4 magic stone at the moment. So meaning Golden Dragon can appear in 2 turns if he has it in his hand. So I'm assuming he will play Fina on the moment. And when I play Fina, I mean Matt can play Fina to actually stop the haste and flying. Paying 2? No, not yet. Let's see. Paying 2. Oh, to play Cinderella on the field. Cinderella allows that to do a lot of damage on board by sacrificing it. Oh, what a nice combo. Playing 1 dark to actually give it a Slipper. Slipper able to give Cinderella extra 600 point of boost of damage. So meaning Cinderella sitting on 1000 attack and 1000 defense. And using the last remaining 3 magic stone, playing Fina on the field, which pumps all elves on the field. So the Archer, the J Ruler are currently increased by 400 attack and 400 defense. A direct attack by 700 attack by the Archer. Putting down to 3300 life point left to David. Oh, this is gonna be a big, massive play by what's his name? Matt. That's right. Really aggressive play at the moment. Checking cards in hand. Cinderella sitting on 1000 attack point. Housing sitting on 1400 attack point. Archer sitting on 700 attack point. Field present does go to Matt in the driving seat at the moment. Passing his turn. Oh, interesting. Not tapping his J Ruler to actually produce a magic stone at all. I'm assuming he has enough magic stone. He's already in control, so I'm pretty sure that's fine. So let's see what will happen. Tapping his ruler to produce 1 magic stone. Really pressure on David at the moment. David has to deal with Cinderella sitting on 1000 attack point, and none of the Archer and Housing, which got increased boost by 400 attack and defense. And not only that, he has to also get around the 3 defense card on the field, 2 Grentor and 1 Laura. And at the moment, there's 2, 4, 5 magic stone open for David to use. Let's see what he can do. Paying 5? Whoa. No, not paying 5. Let's see what can he do. At the moment, the problem will be the Cinderella can actually deal a lot of damage. Oh, playing the werewolf. The werewolf, when it comes to play, it can deal 400 points of damage for each werewolf on the field to a single resonator. So dealing 400 damage to the Flingy, so which make everything lose extra 400 attack and defense. Blocking the attack by 7 dwarfs attacking and blocked by Housing on the field. Very smart played. back to recovery phase. So 1000 point damage coming directly to David. Now when that Cinderella inflicts battle damage, able to search the deck for a prince and add to his hand, meaning he can use the prince to get back Fina and play it back on the field again, or search for any card in his graveyard like Camellia, Fina, Elf Monk, whatever he needs in the situation, add it back to his hand. He actually takes it, leaving down to 2300 life point left, allowing Matt to search for a +1 card. Really aggressive now. Not only has a +1 by searching, he can actually play it on the field to get another +1 by adding a card from his graveyard back to his hand. The difference of life points, 500 point difference with Matt in the lead with field present, and life point ahead for David. Playing Dead Man Prince to grab back Fina, paying 3 more to play Fina on the field. Now 700 point attack is coming right at David. Let's see what he can do in this situation. Not only that, even he does block it, he has to deal with the J-Rule upcoming 1400 attack. At the moment, David's plays are really limited at the moment. He can't do much against that field presence. Look at it. A Cinderella with 1000 attack point. A 700 point damage going to be attacking directly, but got blocked by the werewolf. Attacking directly. No, he's actually tapping for a magic stone, playing one to play the elf monk on the field. Sorry guys, this video got me so excited to the point that I actually went ahead and skipped like plays and such and so on. My bad guys. At the moment, the elf monk is sitting on 500 attack and 800 defense due to Fina being on the field, tapping his role to produce another magic stone. Let's see what will happen in this situation. Paying 2 to Thunder. Oh no, it's not Thunder. My bad. It's actually Return to Storytale. What Return to Storytale does is target a fairy tale or a nightmare and remove it from the game. And Cinderella is actually a nightmare human, so it will able to get removed from the field, leaving 1 threat less on the field. Paying 4 to play Swordsman of the Full Moon, which can allow to bounce a card on the field back to your opponent's hand. A temporary removal card. At this point, I don't think the Swordsman can even do much. Look at the field present. A Fina on the field. If you bounce the Fina back, it can be played back on the field. So the temporary removal doesn't do much in the long run. Not only that, he has to face a lot of damage on board when Fina comes back to play. With 1400 upcoming attack, this will be really deadly. Paying 3, I'm assuming playing Fina back on the field. Yes, playing Fina back on the field. Paying 1 to play Archer on the field. 700 point attack, Archer's back on the field again. Attacking directly for 1400 damage. Let's see, will David take it or will he choose the bunny to block it? Fina is actually powering up so powerful to the point that he can actually go for game. Look the field. Dead Man Prince can do 500 point damage. Monk can do 500 point damage. Laura can do 300 point damage. The Gretel can do 200 point each, so a total of 400. And a direct attack from he actually is taking it? Oh wow. By taking it, he will put him down to 900 life points. That is quite scary at the moment. Within range to get killed by any of these attacks. I'm pretty sure it will be game from here now, since it's going to be a lot of damage. Since 1400 leaving him down to 900 point damage, life point left, and David only has 1 blocker. By having 1 blocker, he can't do much compared to like what? He has 2, 4, 5 resonators to be able to attack. So he can block one of them, but the rest remaining can actually deal enough life point damage on board. And what do we call it? David's already tapped out with Magic Stone. passing his turn. Oh wow, I'm actually surprised. A misplay play by Matt. He could have went for game. Like for example, he already attacked for 1,400 life, so meaning leaving 900 point damage life point left to David. So attack with the Dead Man Prince. Say that it does get blocked, so meaning the remaining of the other resonator can attack. And like the elf monk at the moment is sitting on 500 attack, attacking direct, leaving 400. Either the two Grento can attack directly as well, along with Laura to do enough damage aboard to finish the game off. A misplay. Now, this misplay couldn't matter in the long run, but let's see what happened. Leaving the opportunity for your opponent to actually make a comeback is really scary. Even through the control or the drive basically belongs to Matt, but the thing he's versing a fire deck. Fire deck generally plays a lot of burn spell. Look, 1,800 point life point, correct? By playing free thunder on the field, 1,500 life point will be taken right away. He should have took that in consideration. A really huge misplay, but let's hope it doesn't cause any thing in the long run. Or what should I say, doesn't affect Matt in the long run. 2, 4, 6 magic stone. I see 2 pudding fire which can do 1,400 damage in total. So if he has a thunder, then it will be over. But David's thinking about it, assuming he's thinking he doesn't have thunder in his hand, because look at the field and such and so on. If he doesn't do anything about it, he will lose next turn. What I mean by lose, I mean David will lose in a really polite way if I can. Not to be mean or anything, his options are limited. By looking at his hand, he has 2 pudding fire and 1 of the werewolf 4 drop. Comes to play, targeting Fina. Now Fina is gone now, which leaves Swordsman on flying again, so able to attack directly over the opponent without any game block, without any flying resonator on the opponent's side. Can't block it. Now, even if it does 900 point damage, it still remain 800 point of damage left for Matt. So meaning 100 points short to actually deal damage, because I see 2 pudding fire in his hand. To be honest, I actually saw 2 pudding fire can do 700 point of damage by paying 2. At the moment, he only has 3 magic stone open. So if he had an extra magic stone open, he can actually deal for game. So what will I say to this? A day late and $1 short for a magic stone to come in to actually burn for game. So at the moment, the field present and the drive basically still belongs to Matt. Even if he does enough burn damage, it only leaves Matt with 100 life point on Void. So that's the most damage it can be done by David. 1,700 damage on board, leaving 100 left on the field. Oh, this is intense, to be honest, guys. Let's see what can David do. He's thinking his option at the moment. He's asking if the Dead Man Prince is a human or not. I see what he's trying to do by eliminating the human on the field, take less attack and able to block most of them. But even through, like for example, he has 2 blockers. He can block the J Roller, he can block the Dead Man Prince. It still won't be enough to block. Look, he's on 900 life point at the moment, correct? Archer can do 300 point. Laura can do 300 point. That's 600 total. 1 or 2 Gretel attack directly, or the monk can attack directly, leaving enough damage on board. So I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm pretty sure the game's already been sealed by Matt. But let's see what will happen in this situation. Thinking their plays at the moment. Now, that was a really scary play by Matt. Able to do a lot of damage in the long run by taking so much damage, inducing the damage that's been dealt by David. Really well played. If that was me, I would be scared as hell. I'll be like crying at home like a baby because I got burned to death. Just kidding, guys. Let's see what can Matt do in this situation. Has 2, 4, 6 resonator on the field and 1 J ruler on the field as well. 1000 is coming directly at David. Blocking. He's trying his best to actually survive this attack. 300 directly. Taking the 300, leaving 600 life point left. If you see what I mean, even David has 1 block left. It can't block every single attack of him. Those minions on the field can do enough damage. Another 300 point damage coming directly at him, putting him down on 300 life point. Dead Man Prince attacking directly for 500, blocked by 7 swordsmen. 200 directly, leaving him 400 life point. And attack directly with Monk, exactly 100 for game. So game 3 goes to Matt. So that's game in the series, guys. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Round 5 will be uploading soon. Peace, guys.